This episode of What's It All About is sponsored by Pulver.com, the internet's home for social communications. Hello everyone and welcome to What's It All About, the show that helps you use the internet better, faster, and smarter. I'm your host, Sarah Cooley, and we're here at South by Southwest in the Blellow booth. We're going to talk to their CEO, Mandi, about how she's helping freelancers and entrepreneurs get more work done on the web. Hello everyone, we're here with Mandi from Blellow, and you're the CEO, correct?
Yes.
So what inspired you to create a tool like Blellow?
I had a web design agency, and I've been a freelancer for several years before that, and there was no one place to kind of get help when you needed it or get feedback on your work. And also, as a web design agency, we constantly were looking for talent, and it was very difficult. So we would use things like Elance and things like that, but a network where you're actually interacting with freelancers and seeing how they behave in a community was kind of what we had in mind.
So who do you think is the target user for Blellow, and how does it enhance their daily activities?
We like to think of it as kind of like a virtual co-working space. So someone that's working from home, it can get very lonely when you don't have anyone to ask questions and that kind of thing. So we wanted this to be kind of a support group. So if you're working on a project and it's the middle of the day, and instead of spending several hours trying to figure it out on your own, you can go to experts that already know it backward and forward and can answer that question. So you would post it on Blellow, and within minutes you'll get an answer, so you can get back to work.
So I know that I've taken a look at Blellow briefly, and it's a familiar microblogging interface, but what do you think makes it distinctly different from Twitter?
Well, we very purposefully chose to keep it very similar to Twitter because it's very approachable and easy to use. That there's groups. So on day one, when you first log in, you can ask questions to those groups because there's already several hundred people. As opposed to with Twitter, you on day one, you only have however many people choose to follow you back. So go to 0 to 60 immediately. The other thing is threaded discussions, so you can keep track of, you ask a question and now you can see everyone that's replied, and there's a jobs and projects and meetups board. So people that are looking for work or one-off projects would be able to find that as well. The other thing is your credibility is based on kudos instead of how many people are following you.
And so how do kudos play it? Because you still have the followers, statistics, but explain what are kudos, and because you can't always give kudos, right?
No, you have to enable kudos. So when you post a question, you would say, I need help, and that would make your post turn pink, so that now when people scan it and they see the pink one, they're going to gravitate to that one and hopefully answer that question. And then one person that gave you the best answer, you'd be able to give a kudo. And the idea is that there's going to be a directory, and if you're a web designer in San Antonio, Texas, if someone's looking up, I want to find a web designer there, the one with the most kudos would be at the top of the list. So you're kind of getting more work because you've been more helpful.
You've got jobs and projects and meetups. What are the functions of those tabs?
Jobs will show you full-time positions as well as freelancer positions. Projects will, we have pro bono, and then we also have like one-off small projects. So it might be a task that might only take you a couple hours. The idea behind the pro bono is that we thought it would be neat to do great things on their side, on the weekend or whatever. Meetups, what's cool is it's kind of like meetups.com, but a lot of times people want to talk about, hey, let's get together and have a little tweet up or whatever, but this kind of formalizes it. So people that chose to have a tweet up can announce it, and then anyone that's subscribed will be notified. So you're not kind of in the dark if you didn't happen to see that. Yeah.
So one more question I have to ask. Where did the name Blellow come from? Because it doesn't seem obvious to me, but I'm really curious.
It actually came from Malcolm in the Middle. He said, I put together blue and yellow and made Blellow. And so it's another word for green. The idea is it's a place for people to make money, connect with other people. Also the green thing of people not having to come together physically, being able to work remotely.
That's an awesome. Well, thank you so much. And if you guys sign up for Blellow, please let us know what you think and leave it in the comments at whatsitallabout.tv.